So welcome back. Many people are missing and many people are in the marathon. This is marathon month. Prabhupada, book distribution. Prabhupada is so merciful that every month he keeps us engaged. Last month we were busy in Kartik. This month we are busy in book distribution. Next month we have Rath Yatra festival and 40th anniversary. Rath Yatra 3-4 days festival we have. That is in January. Makar Sankranti. So, so it's full of activities throughout the time. So let us start with our Bhagavatam. We have to revise what we have done in the past classes. Today we will always be discussing about our Yatra, Vada Farm Yatra. How many of you are coming for the Vada Farm? Wow. Very nice. How many expected figure, Prabhuji? Any confirmed figure? 82 हो गया? Very good. अच्छा ठीक है, very nice. चलो. So Mangala Arati attending and we have to go over there entire day for the spiritual activities. Yes, so let's start with our birth of Parikshit Maharaj, chapter 12, canto 1. Let us revise what we have done. What are the points which we have discussed? Yeah, most important, the size of the Lord which Lord Parikshit, means Maharaj Parikshit saw of the Lord was of thumb shape. And what else did he saw? Shankha, you know that? Club and the disc. Very, very nice. What else?
Throughout his life he was searching for that.
Yeah, why his name came Parikshit? Para-ikshita, who is always searching for what he had seen in the womb. He had seen the Lord in the womb. And whenever he is to see anybody, he is to see, is that same person whom I had seen in my womb? So that way, consciously or unconsciously, he was always in search of Lord. You know, when you have tamasi mentality, see, this tells about the Garbha Sanskara. When the Garbha Sanskara in the child, if it is devotional Garbha Sanskara, then it is reflected in his way of action. Similarly, if the Garbha Sanskara tamasi, then it reflects in that way. That person coming out of, he is more interested in stealing, he is more interested in telling lies, he is more interested in telling wrong things about uske, you know, instead of shlokas, gali nikalti hai uske. Jaisa we speak shloka hai, wo gali deta hai. That is from birth. When they see a woman, they want to exploit. They want to, you know, destroy it. If they see money, they want to, you know, loot it. That is the sanskara that comes in the, you know, blood. Hurt the people. But here we see Parikshit Maharaj, because that sanskaras were there inside. That's why we say that without sanskaras, there is no shuddhi. The shuddhi comes. And we have to be very, very careful about that thing. That each and every process, you know, the day the child enters in the womb, that day the teaching starts. More before that. We saw from Prahlad Maharaj how he got that knowledge with the blessings of Naradji. He was in the womb. Prahlad Maharaj. Naradji, his wife. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. This 9 months, you know, if you are spiritually very powerful, you get an asset. Otherwise, whole life liability. वो liability हो जाता है फिर वो child. हाँ?
But many people don't want to buy Prabhuji.
You know, out of 20 people, 1 person will go.
Not even that. हमारे पास है.
Yes,
So
yes.
and they are so arrogant, Prabhuji.
See, actually, this book distribution is for ourselves
It's for us. It's a lesson.
and to make us more humble.
And also
Realize that what is your purity.
and how blessed we are. And how we are just pushing the book and pushing the book.
Yes, yes, yes. See, we were the same. We were the same people like that.
Yeah, we were.
It is not that they are.
We also didn't buy it when somebody offered us.
Yes, yes, long back. But we realize now what is the potency. See, this is a yajna. In the previous days, they used to do the yajna, fire house, fire sacrifice. So they used to put a horse or a cow, and then birth is to come from. Immediately he is to get a next birth, human birth. So then that sacrifice is called perfect. In that sacrifice he doesn't get a human birth immediately. There is some mistake. That was the testing they used to do. So, yeah, that was Ashwamedha horse. Means to test whether the yajnas are okay or not. Immediately they are. Huh? No. See, it is not, the yajna means, it was not for eating. It is for testing. Not killing the animal. It is testing and it is elevating them to a higher. They are given a human birth immediately.
Testing.
Not killing. If you are given a horse to your human birth, what is it? Is killing or what? You used to get immediately a human birth. That was the Vedic power. That the yajnas, and that's why these yajnas were testing that from animals they used to immediately get a human life. Immediately humans were born from the fire. Yes. So if the satisfaction is not wrong, then it will get burned, and there is some mistake in the sacrifice. Now what is happening? We are also doing the sacrifice. See, what is the Kali Yuga Sankirtan? What is the Kali Yuga? Harinama Sankirtan. And what are we doing? We are also distributing the books. And when you are distributing the books, that person who actually takes from animal life, he changed to a human life. He leaves meat eating, he leaves intoxication, he leaves illicit sex life. Huh? All these 4 things he leaves. And he comes from animal life to a... So this is a big sacrifice. Huh? Yajna, what we are doing is yajna, changing the life of others. By some. And that's why this month is very important. Distribution. Because, see, you and we, I tell you, I come once in a week or twice in a week. But Prabhupada is always with you in the books. You are always connected with him. And you get guidance from him throughout the life. We get the guidance from him. We are speaking this. His entire life is a sacrifice. And we are just pushing. Yesterday, today morning, the IYF students, they were very happy and they came to me and told, Prabhuji, I got 7,000 books orders. How did you got 7,000 books? Because we have started, this competition in schools. What? Gita competition. So that entire schools are ikatha karte hain, and then we encourage them to join in a quiz competition. So it helps them intellectually, that helps them, giving them knowledge. So we tell them, please join, enroll this. So the management helped, they encouraged and they sponsored, they told that yes, we'll make it compulsory in the school for having this quiz. And they ordered for 7,000 books. Huh? So that students also get encouraged and they are going in every school and trying to encourage and keep a competition. So you think, see, this is what we want. We all have brains and we should use that brains in how we can nicely use in distribution of books. Yes. Okay, what else? Which we had missed out?
The constitutional position of a living being is servitor and not one being served.
Yeah, that is which we have discussed. What else?
Lord was in the four-handed form. And his eyes were red and fierce. And he was making so red and yellow garments and golden mane. And that form was so beautiful. But Parikshit Maharaj, when he saw that form, he remembered it all.
Yes. One thing is that Lord has a very, very beautiful form. One thing you should understand. There is a Nirakara Brahma, Paramatma and Bhagavan Tattva. So Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti, Shabdate. The three aspects of Lord has to be understood. That Lord is not only Nirakar. Is not that he is just sitting in the Paramatma. That is a, certain part of Lord you have realized. But the complete realization of Lord is when you understand that Lord has a very, very beautiful Swarupa. And that Swarupa is Kandarbha Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham. He is very, very beautiful. And he always is young. He is never ever old. Even in the Bhagavad Gita we see that time it was 125 years. And that time even Lord didn't have mustaches. Arjuna may had, but Lord didn't. He was young, a Kaumara. And that time he had children's. He was great-great-grandfather that time. Kaumara Yovanam. That is Kaumara. He remains not even Yovana. He just is Kaumara. Now Yovana. Okay, what else? Yes, what else?
Lord is all pervasive, one who is dressed by all directions.
Yes, Lord, he disappears and appears. It doesn't mean that he has to come over. He is always there. He is always there, and we have to perceive, we have to see. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochane. Only by the eyes of love, when it is ornament with love, you can see Lord everywhere. Okay, what else? Which shloka we had left out? 12 we had done actually. So please read. Somebody can read the shloka. Tatah sarva gunodar ke sanukula grahodaye yagne vanshadhara pandu Bhuyah Pandur Ibujasva. Translation. Take this mic, Mataji. Send it behind. Pass it on.
Thereupon, when all the good signs of the zodiac gradually evolved, the heir apparent of Pandu, who would be exactly like him in prowess, took birth. Astronomical calculations of stellar influences upon a living being are not suppositions, but are factual, as confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam.
Lord, take care. See, this astrological science is a very big science. We know that there are three types of karmas. Karma, good karma, then vikarma, that is called bad karma, and akarma. So when you are doing good karmas and bad karmas, and that sanchit karmas are the instant and delayed karmas there, it forms, this, your graha disha, shani disha, gruha disha, and all these dashas are there. It is not that it doesn't affect you, it definitely affects you. This is a great science. Prabhupada says it's a great science. And we have to understand whatever we are today having, it is because something we have sowed in our past. And we have to very, with the help of Bhagavad Gita, we have to understand. Prabhupada, Lord says that in this life, at least become Atmavan. What do you have to become? Realize yourself. That each life, this good, bad conditions, get out of it. This should be our last life. One time one person came to Prabhupada, बोलता है हाथ देखते हैं? Yes. बोलता है दिखाओ क्या है? Prabhupada saw the hand, बोलता है very bad. क्या bad है? Very bad. क्या bad है? One day you are going to die. One day you are going to so you should prepare for that. Whatever in your life, you have to. So we have to. That day, I was discussing with Prabhuji's birthday was there, and that WhatsApp message came, birth means B, death means D. Between B and D what comes? C, choice. B, C, D, right? So you have a choice how to live a life. The freedom is given. The understanding is yours. Whether you uplift and go and liberate yourself and go back to the spiritual world, understanding yourself, or perpetually suffer over here. This is Dukkhalaya. Anityam asukham lokam prapya bhajasvama. 9th chapter, Lord says, this loka is anitya, asukham. How much? So this astrological, and it is the influence are there, and there are remedies also in Karma Kand. It is not that there are no remedies. Like if you are having sick, there is a paracetamol you have to take. So similarly, there are astrological fault also and remedy also. But going in deep in that will not help you a lot. One time एक आदमी आया एक आदमी के पास एस्ट्रोलॉजी के बारे में, बोलता है बहुत प्रॉब्लम है. बोलता है क्या है? बोलता है शनि की दिशा खराब है. बोलता है शनि की दिशा? बोलता है कितना खर्चा होगा? बोलता है कि 1000 रुपये लगेगा. तो मेरे पास पैसा नहीं है. बोलता है तो ठीक है, फिर देखता है हाथ. बोलता है 500 रुपया दे दो, कुछ करवा देता हूँ. बोलता है साहब 500 भी नहीं है. तो बोलता है कि थोड़ा हल्का कुछ हो सकता है क्या? तो 100 रुपये वाला काम करता है. चलो 100 रुपया दे दे मेरे को, कुछ तो टेम्पररी कर दूंगा. तो 100 रुपया भी नहीं. फिर बोलता है कि भाई 50 दे दे. बोलता है कि 50 भी नहीं है. तो 10 रुपया दे दे. बोलता है 10 भी नहीं, आज हालत खराब है. बोलता है फिर तू तो जा. बोलता है कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बोलता क्यों? बोलते 10 रुपया नहीं तो शनि क्या बिगाड़ेगा तेरा? बिगड़ गया है केस तो. So there are, you cannot save yourself. तो दुख है, but yes, when you take up to bhakti, swalpamasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. In the 2nd chapter, Lord clearly says, even if you have done this, it has the power to save you from the greatest danger. It has the power to. If you had to die, at least some accident will happen and you will be saved. In this class, one person came to me and he told Prabhuji, if I had not come to this, definitely the situation I had been died. But Krishna saved me. And this is saving me. So when we take up to the spiritual life, yes, the karma stop. What to speak? Ajamal. Fact. Yamaraj came, but he could not take him. Why? Because knowing unknowingly he was chanting the name Narayan offenselessly. So when we are doing akarma, at least we should be sure that whatever our karmas are there, they are coming in discount. They are coming in discount. We had to suffer more if we had not been here. Definitely. But The degree is less. And that's why that shloka comes. Swalpamasya dharmasya trayate mahatobhaya. Even if you do swalpa, little bit chanting, little bit seva, you don't know how it turns up. So that we have to understand. Yes, astrological are there. Somebody is weak, somebody is dasha. Yes, you should take a guidance. But not that usme fir, pura concentrated. Yeah, it should be a guiding tool. Yes, if my time is not bad, I should be very, very humble, careful. And if I do, like I asked now, Govind Prabhu, Govind Prabhu who got accident just now. Serious accident. Govind Prabhu. He told it was written from last 2 years. I knew that accident to happen. I was told, and I was avoiding from 2 years not going. What? It was there, and I was told that at least these 2 years you should be safe. Don't go. But this somehow I was pushed in, and this accident happened. So these karmas are not going to leave you. Yes, but when we come in Krishna consciousness, we know by doing this akarma action, yes, the degrees of that karma reaction will reduce. That we have to do in this life. We have to understand, yes, whatever is there in coming my life, it is going to come. I have to save myself. I have to change track. I have to realize myself that I am the das of Lord. And if I do not do, because this is a dukhalay, this is jail. Jail mein aake, if the sab jail mein aake aap satyagraha karo, ki inko suvidha do, inka hartal kar denge, inko maro nahi, to government aur maregi. और जो हड़ताल के लिए जाता है उसको भी मारेगी. Why? Because it's not the right place to do that. Similarly, this is, Lord says, it is a place of misery and suffering. But people somehow, because of ignorance and passion, they try to make a world of a happiness. And then they also suffer. They also get punishment. And they are entangled in a karma reactions. We forgot about ourselves, who we are. Please read, Mata. No, mic is not working. Start. See to it, Prabhu. No.
Every living being is controlled by the laws of nature at every minute.
Every minute. It is not a second that we are not. And Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita, every second you are doing karma. Knowing or unknowing. Na kaschida shanapi. Not even a second you can live without doing karma. So every time we are sowing some new seeds of karma. Yesterday in our area pest control was going on. And I got very afraid. You can't avoid certain things. When pest control, so many jivatmas are going to die. And abhi uska reaction kya aega? We will be also dying. We will have to be die once a day. Then what to do? Only then Krishna can save you now. Abhi koi nahi bacha sakega. Nahi to marna hai tumko. Because He is the only hope for everybody. Because knowing, you can't, sometimes good karmas become bad and sometimes bad karmas become good. You do not know. It's very, very gahano karmano gati. Lord clearly says in the 4th chapter. It's very, very difficult. As I told you, one time, one Muni was a very, very satyavadi. And dacoits were running behind the, people to loot them. Or, the Satyavadi ko dacoits log aaye. Krishna is telling this to Yudhishthir Maharaj. This dacoit came and he is asking that Muni, kidhar gaye in log sab? The Satyavadi hai, I am Satyavadi. They gone this way. And they killed him and looted them. And Lord says, iska satyavrat tha, lekin he got the papa. Because they got killed because of him. So sometimes what the good karmas can become bad karmas, and bad karmas can become good karmas. You do not know. Just Ekadashi Vrat is there. People out of ignorance, they do not know that the higher law is there. If you eat food on that day, it is the greatest papa. It is ghor papa. If you have sex with your mother, it is not so great. If you kill a brahmana, that is not so great. If you, all the sins, keep on one side. And eating food on Ekadashi, keep it on one side. Eating food on Ekadashi is much greater sin than other sins. That what is mentioned. So we do not know. Sometimes वो Ekadashi के दिन party करता है, बोलते party करो, अरे वाह. He's making people sin. So sometimes good karma, वो सोच रहा है good karma कर रहा हूँ, दान कर रहा हूँ, पुण्य कर रहा हूँ, but उधर वो पाप खिला रहा है उसको. नहीं मानते ना. So what? इधर कुत्ते बिल्ली भी है, वो भी नहीं मानते हैं. एनिमल्स तो मानते ही नहीं है. तो क्या करने का उनको? हाँ. सी जेल है, जेल के अंदर पनिशमेंट ही मिलेगा. दिस इज अ प्लेस फॉर पनिशमेंट. बट द प्रॉब्लम इज क्या है? वी हैव अ होप. अरे ये पनिशमेंट वाला प्लेस अच्छा हो जाएगा. ये सॉल्ट का, नमक का जो पैन है ना, ये कल शक्कर का बन जाएगा. मैं बताया था ना एक बार, वो केक बेचारा खा रहा था बिना, जिसके अंदर शक्कर के बदला नमक डाल दिया था. तो एक इधर से खा रहा है, उधर से खा रहा है, तो शायद किधर से अच्छा निकल जाए. So you have to understand, and this is very important. Grahas are there. These now grahas will not leave you. They are meant for giving the problem. Yes, but there are remedies. There are remedies, and we should take it as a guiding scope. But the ultimate goal of our life, this life should be that आगे के जन्म में ऐसा, ये मेरे को नई लंबी लाइन, सीधी लाइन नहीं चाहिए. अरे ये लाइन क्या होती है, ये लाइन क्या होती है, अरे हो गया, बहुत लाइन है और आगे नई लाइन बन रही है अभी. That should be, no, avoid it. This should be our last life. At the end of the life, we should be going back. That should be the goal. No other thing. That we have to understand. Laws are there, and if you are ignoring, ठीक है, तुम्हारा कर्म जब तक चल रहा है तब तक तुम्हारा टाइम अच्छा चलेगा. But you don't know when the time change. Sometimes good times. People may have experienced 10-20 साल ऐसा चलता है कि so you put on the hand on पत्थर में डालो सोना हो जाता है. But time जब उल्टा होता है तो सोना भी रहेगा तो हाथ में पत्थर हो जाता है. You don't know what happens. So time changes, and time is Balwan. Please read.
Just as the citizen is controlled by the influence of the state, are grossly observed, but the laws of material nature, being subtle to our gross understanding, cannot be experienced grossly. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita 3.9, every action of life produces another reaction, which is binding upon us, and only those who are acting on behalf of Yajna, Vishnu, are not bound by reaction.
You know this verse? Yajna artha karmano anyatra loko ayam karma bandhana. If you are not doing karma for Lord, Yajna artha, then you are definitely going to
have a
reaction for your karma. And that is what Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam and our acharyas teach us. Get out of this karma reaction. Be on a separate side. And it is, we always say, like, that grinding wheel is there, where you put, grains, and when the wheel is grinding, how much you try, no grains can be saved. But yes, some grains are saved, which stays near the rod. Near the rod, how much the grinding way we go. So that center rod which keeps on that grinding, that, cannot get grinded. Similarly, karmas are so deep that you will be grinded. But yes, that Jivatmas who are connected with the Lord Krishna. Krishna is the center rod. If you stick with that, how much the time grinding may go on, at least you are saved. That is the thrust we should understand. And that is what Prabhupada says. Yajna arthata karmano anyatra loko ayam karma. People know about good karmas, Lord. People know about bad karmas, good karmas, bad karmas. They do not know the art of doing akarma. And that is, we are very, very fortunate in the parampara of Prabhupada that we know this art. Yes, now we are sitting here, at least we are not doing any karmas. We are, by just sitting, by Shravana Bhakti, we are burning our past karmas. And there is no other activities highest in Kali Yuga other than this activity. But we know this. Please read, Mother.
Our actions are judged by the higher authorities, the agents of the Lord, and thus we are awarded bodies according to our activities. The law of nature is so subtle that every part of our body is influenced by respective stars, and a living being obtains his working body to fulfill his terms of imprisonment by the manipulation of such astronomical influence.
See, at every part of our body, there is a Devta sitting. You know it or you don't know it. Like, there are so many cockroaches, machi, this all small insects in the house. No, they are there. But they do not know that this Gita Mata ka house hai. Huh? They do not know that. They know it is my house. Or, sometimes there are some Jew on mera sar ke upar. Huh? And they are roaming inside, they are doing party, they are going. And if एक जू आके दूसरे को बोलता है, देखो ये किसी का सर है, how is it this possible? This is my house. What he will say? They do not know that it is a place of somebody else and somebody else is watching. So similarly, we are like that small kide makode. We do not know that devatas are watching our each and every action. For when the Yamraj, when he was not able to take Ajamil, and then a special class was called by Yamraj to his sons, that is Yamdutas. And there is it told that there are 12 Shakshis, 12 people, not one people, to check your karmas. Every second they are watching us. Who are the 12? First is that 5 Panch Mahabhut. Which are they? Earth, water, fire, air, ether. These are there. Then Sandhya, Devate. Then there are Sandhya Dev, Surya Dev, Chandra, and Vayu is there. Then this Lord Paramatma. So in all, they were telling that there are 12 Shakshis of each and every karmas. They are constantly watching you, whether you know it or you don't know it. And that's why we do not know, but they are keeping a record. And that's why Yamraj says that before giving any punishment, I check with all these 12 people. If bhai iska ek karma is according to that or not. And it is, Lord says, is a vicious circle. Karma is and that's why it's better you come out. And coming out means come to your normal life. And what is our normal life? To love and serve Krishna. That is our normal life. Other all is an artificial life. So we do not know, like this Surya, our eyes is governed by Surya Devata. Light. Surya Devata is, if the light is not there, we cannot see. We can't see. So it is controlled by the light. And light means Surya Dev. So when Surya Dev is also seeing, you are also seeing, means it is getting noted by the Surya. Similarly, there are many angas, many bodies. There are devatas which control each and every part of a body. Vayu is there. Water is there. They are controlling. Then, the Maladwar. There is Mitra Vanudev who controls that also. If they are upset, it is very troublesome. So, each devata for giving award or punishment, they are entitled. But, they cannot go beyond. Because they have to give what you have done. And you cannot save yourself. But there are some vidhis, by tapa and vidhis there are there which can save. But it is not the ultimate remedy. Because main is the propensity inside the heart. Inside the heart, we have a propensity to enjoy, to become controller, to become owner. And unless and until that propensity is not destroyed, and we do not come to our normal propensity of living and serving the Lord, this karma reaction theory will go on. And it is said, how long a karma reaction can stay? मतलब ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि कोई karma reaction it is said, no, up to how many births? It was said that billions and billions and billions of years का भी karma reaction, if there is left out, it will come at the right time. They go in a delayed reaction. They come in a delayed reaction. And only Krishna can save it. That's why Lord gives the assurance. Sarva dharman paritajya mam ekam aham tuam sarva papebhyo mokshashyami masucha yat karoshi yadashnashi yad juhoshi dadashi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpan shubha shubha phalerevam mokshayashe karma bandhane. Your all goods and bad karmas, I will liberate you.
इनका रिएक्शन क्या चेन से मिलता है या पहले गुड मिल जाता है फिर बैड?
नहीं. Lord says, कर्मण्यवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फल हेतुर्भूमा मात. You do not have the right. I know what time, which time I will give. ये मालूम है जज कोर्ट लोग क्या करते, कभी कभी ऑर्डर रिजर्व कर देते, रिजर्व, and it goes in reserve, then you cannot say which day it will give. वो 1 महीने में भी आ सकता है, 1 साल के बाद भी वो रिजर्व ऑर्डर they will give. They say reserve. Means they are now not binded that which day they have to give the order. They can give any time. So Lord is like that. हमारे कर्म रिजर्व में चले जाते हैं. Okay, read further.
Man's destiny is therefore ascertained by the birth time constellation of stars, and fraction of scope is made by a learned astrologer.
Okay, now give the mic somebody near to the ear so somebody can read. Pass it on.
As stated in the Bhagavad Gita 3.9, every action of life produces another reaction which is binding upon us, and only those who are acting on behalf of Yagya Vishnu are not bound by reactions. Our actions are judged by the higher authorities, the agents of the Lord, and thus we are awarded bodies according to our activities. The law of nature is so subtle. Okay, here Lord is, it is said that Lord arranged for Parikshit Maharaj nice signs, very nice signs. So for devotees, Lord makes an arrangement. In the 6th chapter, Arjuna asks, if some devotee is not able to complete his devotional life, what will happen? Lord says, gives a guarantee that in next life, what? He will go directly to heaven in a transit camp, and at a suitable time. And a suitable time, he will be given birth either in a rich family directly or in a devotee's family. So that says that astrological timing, that time, like when Ravana got birth, that time instead of flowers, all bones, blood, and that stool were falling. And then Hiranyakashipu also the same thing happened. So there are certain signs. If earthquake is there, if problems are there and some child gets birth, wrong time.
समझने का कि he is a big liability for the entire yes. So this when the Rakshasas take birth, the signs are different. You know, when Hiranyakashipu and they were inside, at least 100 years, Diti ne, he didn't give birth because she knew that as they came out, they will destroy everything. So there are good signs like Vasudev, the father of Lord. When he had gone, all the Devatas came and they, rang the Dundubi. His name, another name of Vasudev is Dundubi. Because they sang the song, they were blowing the trumpets and everything and flowers. The Devatas, because they knew now the Father has come, so our Supreme Father will come. So they were happy. And when Asuras take birth, so Devatas are very unhappy. बोलते अभी ये और हैरान करने वाले हैं. So there are signs of a person. If their births are that it matters. It matters. And from the birth sign we can understand, yes, ये राक्षस होने वाला है, ये this thing. So we see from, and that we call, Prabhupada says, from the Shastras we have to learn. There is one shloka in Bhagavad Gita, Jnana Chakshu. What he says? Jnana Chakshu. In 15th chapter, Lord says that this passing of the body from one another Mudha cannot see. But Jnana Chakshu people can see. Those who have Jnana Chakshus, they can see. So with the help of the Shastras, we should try to analyze that what are the signs. Sometimes we see our son. We have to also see the son born, whether he is a liability or not. But you will come to know from the first day. When it goes in the Garbha, what time it has gone in the Garbha, that matters. Now one devotee, Reshma Mata. Reshma, how many of you know Reshma Mata? Huh? She got that son on Kartik Purnima Day. The son. Kartik Purnima Day. So what happens? Kartik Purnima is very, very auspicious day. And definitely there will be a, Reshma Mata. हाँ कृष्णा माता उसको सन हुआ हाँ नारिस हाँ रेशमा प्रभु हाँ So what I am trying to say that the signs matter. It matters which you have taken birth, but in devotional life you have to only take guidance. What do you have to take? Guidance. But you have to see that the most important, Prabhupada says, is Mahamantra. We have to chant more and more. If you are chanting 16, keep your target to 32. If you are chanting 32, keep your target for 64. But that is what we call improvement in your sadhana, in your bhakti. But not from 16 to Niche. Okay? Please read further.
The laws of nature are so subtle that every part of our body is influenced by the respective stars. And the living being obtains his working body to fulfill his terms of imprisonment by the manipulation of such astronomical influence. A man's destiny is therefore ascertained by the birth time, constellation of stars, and a factual horoscope is made by a learned astrologer. It is a great science, and misuse of a science does not make it useless. Maharaj.
Very important statement. Misuse of the science. Nowadays, these are misuse for money making. Nowadays, for looting people. Truth astrology is also आज business है. हर चीज में business. Today morning I was going मैंने देखा एक रिक्शा वाला है and टेम्पल बना दिया है पीछे. टेम्पल के पीछे साईं बाबा लगाया है मूर्ति, गणेश जी लगाया है, अम्बे माँ लगाया है और बाजू में एक बॉक्स लगा के बैठा है और वो बेचारा जा रहा है, इधर से उधर जा रहा है. मैं बोला अच्छा टेम्पल, मूविंग टेम्पल है. So there nowadays, the spirituality is a business. They are making a fun of it. And that's why we have to understand, unless and until we do not come from an authorized parampara. Padma Purana, Shivaji says, Sampradaya vihinasya mantra vifala. Kale Chatvare. He says only 4 people in the Padma Puranas, they are authorized to give the spiritual knowledge. Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Sampradaya, which we are belonging to. Udupi is the headquarter. Then Sri Rangam, that is Sri Sampradaya, Ranganathamji. Then this Rudra Sampradaya, and the headquarters is Srinathji. And then Nimbarkacharya in Vrindavan. And everybody has. So these are bona fide people from whom you have to take the spiritual knowledge. Otherwise, it is a bogus. If somebody in the tree, we always say that you have to take a knowledge, you have to go to a university which is authorized. If somebody starts a school or which is not connected, or if somebody starts below the tree, chalo aaj yahan par engineering college chalu karte hain hum log. How many people will go over there? Nobody. But in Kali Yuga, sab chalta hai. Why? Because in the 7th chapter, Lord says, Kame sthite rita jnana prapadyante anya devata. Because of the desire to get, our things done immediately, we wander from one things. There are many desires. Okay, read further, Mataji.
Maharaj Parikshit, or even the personality of Godhead, appear in certain constellations of good stars, and thus the influence is exerted upon the body thus born at an auspicious moment. The most auspicious constellation of stars takes place during the appearance of the Lord in this material world, and it is specifically called Jayanti, a word.
When Lord also took birth, all we see when we read the Krishna book, how the constellation and everything, the Rohini Nakshatra, everything had come in line. It had come in line.
Prabhuji, if I may interrupt,
yeah.
Even Lord is bound by time?
No. He is not bound by time. He respects the time. What he does? If the Modi is coming, or the president is coming in the jail on the 15th August, he is not bound by the law of the jail, but still he follows certain rules in the jail because he has made it. He has made it. So, Lord is never bounded by any karma reaction. Lord only comes over here for only one reason, to liberate us. He is very happy over there. Chintamani prakhara sadma sukalpa vriksha laksha vritera surabhi abhipalayan. He is very happy over there. There is no need for him to come in the jail, Dukkhale over here. But he comes over here for one reason. How I can take back my children's back. He doesn't want to take the children back by force, because love cannot be by force. Love cannot be by force. Love can come only by free will. And Lord has given all of us a free will. He has given all of us as intelligent. That yes, my child, I am giving you intelligence. I am giving you free will. I am giving you understanding. Now, after giving the Bhagavad Gita knowledge even to Arjuna, he didn't force Arjuna. Yad Ichha, whatever your Ichha, please do. I have guided you. Now, whether you want to follow or not. But if you don't follow, you will suffer. He also tells that. So, we are intelligent people. We have to use our intelligence. That intelligence is not to get suffering increase, but get out the suffering. Go to the root cause of the suffering. And that is what Shastras help. Shastra Chakshu. Please read complete.
The most and it is specifically called Jayanti, a word not to be used for any other purposes. Maharaj Parikshit was not only a great Kshatriya emperor, but also a great devotee of the Lord. Thus, he cannot take his birth at any inauspicious moment, as a proper place and time is selected to receive a respectable personage. So, also to receive such a personality as Maharaj Parikshit, who was specially cared for by the Supreme Lord, a suitable moment is chosen when all good stars assemble together to exert their influence upon the king.
Okay, what about the time in the spiritual world? What is the concept of time in spiritual world? No material time. Chitkal. What do you say? The time works as per the Ichha of the Lord. And he showed there in the Leela here also. How come? When the Ras Leela happened, what did he did in the Sharad Purnima, right? Why pause kar do? Tup. Time is 12 hours went for 430,000 crore years. That is one night of Brahma. And in that one night of Brahma, that many long, nobody is thirsty, nobody is hungry, and everybody is dancing, doing kirtan, and Lord is also doing kirtan, and they were very happy. So in spiritual world, time has no effect. Plus, time runs as per the will. Abhi Lord ko, this Leela is there, night Leela is there. So it can go for night Leela. If Bal Leela is going, Bal Leela, bhai, time stop. So time can reverse, front, everything can happen over there. But over here only, everything is in the control of time. But over there, time runs as per the will of Lord and अगर बोलेगा now दिन ही रखना है तो दिन ही रहेगा. दिन लीला, okay, let it go. Or change can be done anytime. So Lord, time runs as per the will of Lord, and it doesn't have an influence over the people in the spiritual world. But here, everything is controlled by time. And in day also there are Rahu Kal, this Kal, Shubha Kal, and there are many Chogadiya, we say Chogadiya. That also has influence. Minute to minute influence is there. And that's why we do not know. Like, the Purnima day. There are certain things that you should not do. And certain things that you should do in Amavas. But you do ulta. Then ulta karma reaction. So that's why, karma reaction, aisa sab dekhne jayenge na. To bole, are to, jaise, if you go by law, Indian law only, तो आप चल नहीं सकते हो, मालूम है, रोड के ऊपर गाड़ी नहीं चला सकते हो, या लॉ एनीथिंग, बिकॉज दे आर सो हार्ड एंड फास्ट. बोलते ना कि जब पकड़ा जाएगा तब गुनेगार. So similarly, these laws of nature are very, very minute, and time controls. Second to second, there is a control on your activities. That comes in good karmas. What comes in? But here we are not talking about good karmas or bad karmas. Whether it is Purnima, whether it is Amavas, chant Hare Krishna. Serve Krishna, love Krishna, do devotee seva.
Always remember Krishna.
हाँ, यद करोषि यद अश्नाषि यद जुहोषि ददाषि यद तपस्यसि कौन तत् कुरुष्व मत. Do everything for offering to Lord. Then every day is Purnima, every day is Diwali. हाँ, that there are certain days which you have to avoid. The 13 days we say. Yeah. You have to take, chanting should be going on, Gita can be read on. Only the Vigrahas, because you have to do some नहीं करने का है. बाकी other spiritual activities should go on. उल्टा, during that time you should do more spiritual activities for the pleasure, the pleasing that person, soul. Because that time they realize, अरे ये तो आत्मा था, उसके पहले तो हम इसको शरीर देख रहा था. मरने के बाद बोलते उसकी आत्मा को शांति के लिए, वो जिंदा था तब आत्मा की शांति के लिए कुछ भी चिंता नहीं थी. मरा हुआ है तो बस आत्मा जिंदा रहता. और we say when the person goes के राम नाम सत्य है, लेकिन मरने के पहला तो सब और सत्य था, राम तो सत्य था ही नहीं. So we have to realize this thing. Please complete till 9 o'clock.
When all good stars assembled together to exert their influence upon the king, thus he took his birth just to be known as the great hero of Srimad Bhagavatam. The suitable arrangement of astral influences is never a creation of man's will, but is the arrangement of the superior management of the agency of the Supreme Lord. Of course, the arrangement is made according to the good or bad deeds of the living being. Herein lies the importance of pious acts performed by the living being. Only by pious acts can one be allowed to get good wealth, good education, and beautiful.
Okay, so you get good health, good education, good wealth. This is the sign of a punyas. बोलता है ना, when a person has a pap vritti, then that signs are different. बोलता है when a punyas are there, he is coming from that shine punya mrittiloka vishanti. It is said when your punyas are less and you come down from Swarga and Devatas. So he has that tendency of giving dan. But who comes from Papa Yoni, he has a tendency to loot. What? He has a... Then, some people are born with disease. Then it is because of the Papa karmas that he has carried. Today only in a newspaper I saw one child, 5 year, how much? TB, head, skull, big, rare TB. What to say? It is the Papa karmas that has come with him. And then it has an effect of everybody. It is not there. So here Prabhupada says, good education if you get, or good wealth, beautiful feature, it is because of your punyas. But it will go on. It will go on. It is, we are, yes. Yeah. Yes.
That such things when you get them, that becomes an impediment.
Yes, definitely. See, because by punyas is nothing to do with bhakti. If you are having bhakti sukriti, then only. Bhakti comes when you serve a devotee.
So getting this thing also has no meaning then.
Yeah, so that is what he says. Even if you get opulence and you can enjoy, but bhakti is something different. Even a poor person can do a bhakti. Even a... Yes. See, rich person can also do bhakti, poor person can do all bhakti. So bhakti sukriti, that comes when you serve pure devotees. You get a blessings from pure devotees. And that we see from the life of Naradji. Even was a poor, he was a maid servant. But by serving the devotees and eating the remnants of the Vaishnavas and taking the blessings, the bhakti came. So bhakti sukriti is something different. Like now you are doing book distribution. If somebody gets, by devotional life, somebody had given me book distribution, 98. Now I am preaching here. Knowing unknowingly, the sukriti, some commission to jayega usko. So now if you buy if somebody is gone, so that bhakti sukriti will definitely join you and that will take you to a higher level. One bhakti, because bhakti cannot be destroyed. It cannot go down. It will always go up. Yes, bhakti can be destroyed only in one condition. When you do aparad. Which aparad? Vaishnava aparad. If you are doing Vaishnava aparad, and that's why we have to be very, very careful in devotional life of nothing else other than Vaishnava aparad. And knowing unknowingly we do Vaishnava aparad. And that's why we have to be very tolerant. Apne kaam se kaam karo. Never comment on anybody. Never comment. Krishna is there to comment on him. You see yourself. Apna dekho. Right? Okay. So, finish. We'll stop over here, Mataji. 2-3 lines complete.
Herein lies the importance.
Yeah.
Herein lies the importance of pious acts performed by the living being. Only by pious
Mike.
Oh, sorry. Only by pious acts can one be allowed to get good wealth, good education, and beautiful features. The samskaras of the school of Sanatana Dharma, man's eternal engagement, are highly suitable for creating an atmosphere for taking advantage of good stellar influences, and therefore Garbha, Dhana, Samskara are the first seedly purificatory process is prescribed for the higher caste in the beginning of all pious acts to receive a good, pious and intelligent class of men and human society. There will be peace and prosperity in the world due to good and sane population only. There is hell and disturbance only because of the unwanted, insane populace addicted to sex indulgence.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There are two announcements we will be making and Mahaprasade Govinde. First announcement is picnic. 4:30 we have to reach over here. 5:30 the bus will leave. Because we have to reach there by 8:30. Late by late. Because 9 o'clock, 9:30 Prasadam finishes. So we'll leave by immediately after Mangala Aarti. Second, this marathon is going on. My humble request is everybody do some good Vidyadan. Calculations were made. Na Prabhuji, 12 lakhs satya calculation aapne made kiya tha. What was it? 8 lakhs we had collected. 8 lakhs we had collected. So this time we should get at least 1 lakh. So 500 rupees if one person, 20 people collected, 100 people. What was that calculation? Like 2,400 forms. There are many people who will be giving 5,000, 10,000. नहीं ठीक है, but at least you can approach a few people. You can approach with the few people, at least make a target that at least 10-20 people I will go and approach with my known circle and encourage them to, give them books. There are people we know who will be obliged to give some petty, small amount also. So we can go and approach, at least in this month, 20 people we should target, that 20 forms we can fill and give it to them. And give them books. Because if not that way, at least this way we can go to the book distribution. So please collect some forms and by next week bring it. Because 1 week, now next week, Mokshada Ekadashi, the day when Bhagavad Gita was spoken. And that's why we have kept this month actually marathon 15 days earlier. Because of the day, this day, 15 days back. So my request is do this book distribution, whatever way you can. In this month is only for book distribution. Either by Vidyadan, approaching people or standing on the stall, tan man dhan, whatever is your capacity. Like I told you an example of this youth boys. They do not have any, but they use their intelligence to get the order from the school. 7,000 books in one shot they sold. So any such brains if you can utilize for sending, it is nice. Instead of, doing this small things. If you can use such brains, it will be very nice. And I know everybody has corporate brains over here. Mahaprasade Govinde.